Hey, what's going on, Archons? Welcome to Crucible and Coffee. Good morning. So today I'm jamming a deck with a very specific concept in mind. We're going against here. Sweet, double Befuddle and Abyssal Sight. Okay, cool. Illusions of Grandeur. All right, interesting. So what I'm trying to do with my deck, though, does this help me? So I'll tell you what I'm trying to do with my deck. So my deck here, I'm actually going to mulligan this. And I'm going first. So I think I'll go Igor. So the purpose of this deck, in theory, is to choose logos to archive as much as possible, basically, long and the short of it. And what I normally want to do is save all my Saurian and have a Saurian turn where I just, in one turn, fire off Imperial Forge. And it's very easy. Now, what I'm going to do with this instead is something very different. Like, I want to cycle my deck. Paraguardian is fine. Imperium's fine. Sanitation Engineer. I mean, okay. Sorry, I'm just debating how I want to do this. So I'm going to take this to my hand. Circling back around to the concept. So normally, like I said, I want to do Saurian. But for the purpose of academia, I've decided to not archive Saurian and try archiving Shadows and try and archive as much as I can and just not play Shadows, essentially. There's going to be points where I have no choice because I can't archive it and it's going to clog my hand. But that is the goal in a perfect world. And the idea is maybe I play my Saurian and I just don't worry about it. And then hopefully what will happen is I'll be able to cycle into Saurian faster to get to play Imperial Forge. Now, the reason I'm going down this path is because I notice when I try and go just into the path of getting my cards from Saurian is that I'm just falling short of being at third key to Forge and to close out the game with an Imperial Forge key 3, which is what I ideally like to do. So what I've decided to do instead is approach it from the stance of let's cycle into it a second time around and actually make my deck smaller so I get to it in a different way. That's what we're going to start doing. And I got the logos I like here. I have Edai and Memory Chip, so those are two things that are going to accelerate the archiving process. I do want to call logos often. I have 6 creatures in logo, so I can go back to it really well, and it has great things. I also have 7 creatures in shadow, so that's a good thing. But the creatures in shadows are a little bit more fragile. Having obviously Saurian Plant there and Breaker Hill. Cool. They're putting me back into logos. I want to be in logos, so I'm okay with that. So we'll go back into logos. We will play Edai, and we're going to continue this plan I said. I like Long Fuse Mines. I like Manchego for later. And we're just going to play Memory Chip. So these I don't mind playing out. I don't really care about them that much. I might even go into logos again just because I have a Wild Wormhole. The only thing about Wild Wormhole is I may play an Imperial Forge, but I don't really care. Again, like I said, I'm not trying to play the Imperial Forge right now. I'm going to come back around to that in a bit. So let's see what my opponent does. So what do they have I'm really worried about? I mean, Champion Challenge I'm not worried about. Frost Giant with a Shock Herder is what I assume I will see right now. Or maybe a Champion's Challenge. Oh yeah, here's a Champion's Challenge. Those two fight. Again, I'm okay with this. My opponent's not in check. Interesting. Okay, they reap. Will they get in check? No. Okay. I mean, I could just Axiom right here, but this doesn't really have an effect. So I'm kind of cool with this. Even though I see where this is potentially going, I still want to go with my Archives plan. I'm okay with this. I'm totally okay with this. I'm going to go Logos. I'm going to archive the Saurian plant. I will not take that. And I'm going to Wild Wormhole. Perfect. Even better. Draw 2 cards, archive a card. So then I will just keep doing my plan. Put in Javen, because I want this just in case I want to steal something. So in case I have to go that route. And there's Hawk. Okay. Now, do I have any artifacts that I need to worry about? Flamethrower, Might Club, Transporter. So lots of good artifacts actually to choose from. There's one. Okay. There's another one. So the real question here is, there's no playability. Like, I don't like this board here because I can see what my opponent can do. So I'm essentially could go burn this at the expense of nothing. I don't want to go that route at all. I'm just going to risk it for the biscuit right now. So here we go. We're going to go Shadows. No. We're going to get rid of the Transporter platform. Going to steal one to get them off check. And then we're just going to get the mines out for future usage. Okay, and now I have, so that paid off. That paid off huge, actually. I have an all Saurian hand, so I'm going to have a good cycle. What do we have left in the draw pile? So I have a nice amount of Logos, small amount of Dinos, which is fine, and then a lot of Shadows. So I'll probably have a Shadows turn coming up. Like I said, the idea is I'm not trying to play Shadows. See, my opponent is in an interesting position here where they can just reap out 3 times here. Oh, they choose not to do that. Cool. I'm totally okay with this. I wish I had more creatures right now, I'm not gonna lie. So I can get rid of these 2. But I'm gonna save it because I'm gonna go with my plan here. So we're gonna play Golden Spiral. I think I actually save Favor of Rex and City State Interest. Yep, I actually don't want to go into check right now. Although it doesn't really matter because of what I'm about to do. Yeah, I'm just debating how far into this rabbit hole I want to go. Because I'm going to get rid of this, which means I'll be in check. So yeah, that's fine. So I play Axiom of Grisk. Ward that. Discard this Axiom. End turn, keys cost 9. Not in check. See, and now I have a steal of 3 here. If they get rid of my Raider, like I just have all these sort of things here that are really nice and tidy together that I can play around with. I mean, I maybe should have just played these out and not worried about it. But let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. So none of these are helpful right now. I'm just going to steal Ember. So I don't think this is the most the most advantageous way. Actually, let's steal one if they're friendly. Steal one for each house represented. So yeah, that's not even helpful. So we're just going to steal one, steal two, end turn. All right, now we got some more Saurian. So this is going to, and then what do we have left to draw into from here? Probably a lot of shadows. Nope, actually this is a good mix. Forge, go into dinos, don't take my archives. I think stealing is definitely what I want to do here. See, the splash attack 4 is not good for exalting. So I have to decide how much Ember I want to essentially give my opponent right now. So we'll steal one. Yeah, I think I go with the Orator Hisaro play here. I will exalt to get me into check. Do I just give them a ton of Ember right now and hold the city state? That's what I'm kind of wondering. But I won't have any creatures. And I'm only potentially going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'm not sure if I should do what I'm thinking about doing here. Let's do it. Let's force them to go into Brobnar again. Oh no, there's no point. I'm literally just going to put things in a really bad position. I'm going to hold City State. I don't think it has any value in being played right now. I can maybe even pull off an Imperial Forge, depending on if they decide to go Brobnar and get that Ember back or not, or hold off. So they went Infallible. So they're probably going to actually Abyssal Sight me right now. Oh. Maybe not. All right. So I'm in a position I want to be in right now. Oh, this is tough. So first off, they're going to have the Abyssal Sight. There's no question. It's coming. So I actually just think I don't worry about it. I leave City State and that in hand. I'm going to go with the logos route. I don't think it matters what I archive here. And here's the thing where I can affect long fuse mines. Yeah, I actually do want to move some things. Then I'm just going to play Quant here. I think that is the play. Oh, but I did set up the Crim to pop this, make 2 token creatures, and have Might Club. I did set that up. But I'm okay with that because I think what I'm going to do next turn, I'm in a good position. So I can for sure steal 2 next turn. Can I Imperial Forge though? Let's see what my opponent does. So they're going to do what I think they're going to do. They're going to flame the Hisaro, I think. Oh, Might Club. Oh, it's Enrage. It's not deal 4. Okay. Okay. That was actually way better than I thought it was going to be. So now I want to flip my deck. So here's where the Shadows play comes in. First off, we're going to go Manchego to steal 2. Okay, I am then going to play Breaker Hill, Saurian Plant, and now I just create a threat on the board. So this is something I haven't done before. I've never had it, so I'm getting all but 1 creature on the board. So I can actually just call Shadows, and I'm in an extremely strong position. So I've created, maybe they have to call Brobnar again. The bad news is I set up the splash play here, which I should have actually thought about this a little bit differently. Now I'm looking at this. They can just splash this real easy. Actually, they're both elusive, so maybe it's not too bad, actually. Fight this splash here, though. That's 3 in 1 go. Oh, even this too, the Grumpus. Yeah, I didn't do this ideally, but this could potentially just go into an Imperial Forge turn right now. So I think they can get rid of, if I'm doing the math correctly, well, it's all elusive. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. No, it's probably here they go. So it's 1, 2, 3. Fight into here, 4. So I'm potentially left with 2 creatures only if they go back into Brobnar. But I don't know if that's a good play for them to go back into Brobnar. If they don't go into Brobnar and leave me with Shadows, I go into Shadows. I don't even think I try and do the Imperial Forge. I just reap out. My board state is too good. Oh, I should see maybe they, there it is. Do they have a second Befuddle? So they're going to Befuddle me next turn, or this turn. That's what's about to happen. I'm going to get Befuddled here. And they're going to get rid of, I'm not sure which one they're going to choose, City State or Imperial Forge. They went for City State. No, what did they take out? Maelstrom. Interesting. What did they get rid of? I don't even know what they took out of my hand there. It must have been a Rado Hisaro came back. Like, I'm confused. I know I'm about to draw a bunch of Shadows. So this gives me 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I actually just, I think, copy this. We're going to go Logos. Archive that because I can win with that. Then we're just going to draw more cards here. And it's all shadow stuff, which I'm actually totally okay with. What is the last card left? It's a shadows card. I'm cool with this because I don't think they have anything good in this part of their deck. Okay, so now I go back into shadows. Let's reorganize this more. Actually, Crim's on top, so I'm going to get Crim back. So I stole 2. I'm still going to play Breaker Hill here. But I'm going to play Whisper here. I set it up again, like, good grief. Yeah, but that's okay. I've kind of split some things in different ways. Okay. Now I flip my deck. And now I have the pieces, I think, to do what I need to. I just need them to game Ember, and then I'm really good. But, again, you have to deal with my shadows. Please tell me I don't have 2 Maelstroms. No, just the one. Actually, it doesn't matter what they do. I'm just calling shadows and reaping out. I don't think they can put one thing back on top. And I have 2 shadows cards, which are really good. So even if they say I can't go in shadows, I'm still okay. But this was interesting. I literally left. See, I went and I just played shadows at the end to close out the game. It was definitely weird, but it kind of worked in a good way. Let's see how my opponent responds. Bubbles putting, I would say, Manchego back on top. Oh, Breaker Hill. Yeah, that makes sense. But I still have 4 Ember there. There's no scaling Ember control except for Ragnarok Prep, which I'm currently winning that race. Echo Reflectors, I guess, are the things. I wonder what's going to put me into here. Other than okay. This could actually work in my favor. Okay. So they go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5. So my keys, I think I can close it out right here. 8. So I can get 5, 6. I can go to 7, so my keys cost +2. I need 1 more turn. So I don't mind them actually doing this. Yeah. Is there anything that costs 2 here? Okay, so I'm going to go shadows. I'm going to steal 1. I'm going to reap. I'm going to pestering below that. I'm going to reap. I'm going to reap, steal 1, and then reap again. So even if they do increase my key cost, I'm still in check. All right, so that's how this went. That's showing a way you can save things and see how it goes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, showing a contrarian way to play. I mean, it's effective, but it's different. So hope you enjoyed, and may your ember never be stolen and your keys forged promptly. Have a good one.